Hey guys, today I got some cool Star Wars action figures to show you. Now Hasbro just came out with this line that's called Star Wars Black, and I'm not really sure the significance of it, but it sounds like these are higher quality action figures than the usual run. They're also a little bit larger. The next video in this series will be from the next wave, which is coming out in a couple weeks, which should be Han Solo, Boba Fett, I believe Slave Leia, and Greedo. So that pack I'm really looking forward to, but let's check these ones out for right now. Alright, the first one in this series is Luke, number 1. It's cool that he's in his flight suit. Usually, I guess we get the Jedi outfit, or I'm not sure if we've ever seen his Tatooine outfit on an action figure. We probably have, there's been so many. So let's open him up first. Alright, so first off the bat, he's got all the necessities. He's got his little mask here. Or his helmet, sorry. It's pretty nicely detailed. I think one of the things about this Black series is that there's supposed to be better details and better paint than regular action figures, which definitely seems to be the case. He's got kind of a bland expression. He could have had something else, like maybe a smile or a smirk or something, but that's alright. It's got your kind of run-of-the-mill lightsaber. You see these in a lot of figures, but the detail on the saber is actually pretty decent. Got this little blaster. Now this blaster makes me think this is actually supposed to be from Empire Strikes Back, because I believe this is the Empire blaster, the same one that Han also has in Empire Strikes Back. Alright, so his neck is a little weird. I guess most of the time you might not really see that joint, but it's still a little strange that the joint is like right there. A little odd. Get some good rotation out of the head. Ow. You get some decent rotation out of the wrist, the elbows. He's kind of stiff, but maybe that's actually good in the long run for these joints. Obviously there's no movements in the fingers. They're in that kind of nice, you know, C pose for blasters and his saber. This is like a soft plastic for his straps, so that they can kind of move with however your leg positionings go. Let's see. He's got actually some ankle movement, which is sort of cool. I don't usually see that too often. Ankle movement. Looks like some little ammo in his thing here. And that's about it for him. You get some, I think you'll get some decent movement. He does have like a torso joint here, which you can use to some decent effect. It doesn't really rotate very great, but yeah, so that's Luke. Not too shabby. Next up, number 2 is Darth Maul. I'm not really nuts about Darth Maul, but this was a package deal, so I'm not too bummed that I got him. It's just I wouldn't have normally picked him. Let's check him out. Now he's kind of interesting in that he comes with 2 heads. I'm assuming that means that this is stuck onto the hood and it'll just completely come off. He's got his little scanner from Phantom Menace and also his double blades, which seem to be split up for some reason. I guess so they could be separated if you wanted to do some crazy battle. Let's see how flexible it's. This hood, this cloak is actually really flexible. It's a very soft plastic, which is interesting. I was expecting it to be super hard, but that's kind of nice, so that means it'll be more flexible for you to potentially pose him better. So let's check out this head here. Like the Luke head, this has some really nice detail. So for regular action figures, I mean, because each one of these is about, I don't know, close to 20 bucks a piece, the detail and the value is not too bad. You're getting some good paint jobs and shapes in here that look accurate to the movies, which is nice. There's a little scanner here. Sabers also have a decent amount of detail. Let's see, so I guess specific way it fits together. Oh, here we go. Oh, there you go. Get his finished saber. Okay, there we go. So he's got these little flaps here, which look a little goofy, actually. What's interesting is his inner robe is fabric, but everything else is plastic. So I'm not sure why they decided to have the one flap here be fabric. Maybe so it wouldn't stick out weirdly if you pose him in like a run position or something like that. But yeah, other than that, seems to have the same kind of flexibility as Luke's arms did. Let's see how we go about taking this cloak off. Think of that. So you pop his head off, and you put on his regular head for non-cloak play. But still, yeah, so this underside is all fabric. Kind of interesting. Good leg joints. Nice little ankle adjustment here. So you could probably get a good range of movement. He, unlike Luke, he does not have that extra torso rotation up here. So it's just, which is funny because if you're trying to make him do weird Jedi poses, it's going to actually be harder because he's got just a firm body right here. He does not have a torso joint. But other than that, not too bad. He's pretty cool looking. I just realized that R2-D2 is actually number 4, not number 3. But I'm going to save what I think the best is for last, the Sandtrooper. So let's do R2-D2 next. Now obviously with R2 there's not quite as much going on, but he does come with a lot of the cool little extras. I think these are the rocket pack boosters from the prequels. You get his viewfinder from Empire Strikes Back and the Luke's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. And I'm not sure what these are, we'll try to see where they go. But in general he's really cute, he's well painted. Let's see what he can do. Now I can already tell this is going to be a pain in the ass because if you can see here, it's perfectly molded to him, but it's in an indent, so I'm going to have to practically break this plastic to get him out of this thing, hopefully not damaging him in the process. Whew, okay. That was not easy to take him out of there. He actually has a decent amount of mobility, considering what few joints he actually has. His head swivels, and oh my god, why is that sticky? There's something sticky on this. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm gonna go wipe whatever that is off. Okay, wow, okay. I don't know if anyone else is gonna get this, but when I touched the top of him, it was like oily or slimy, and I don't know why. It was really kind of disgusting. Anyway, now that that's cleaned off, there is a little piece here that you can remove where you can fit this in. This is the little, oops, this is like one of his little, like these little sonar things, like he's picking up sounds. There is also the one he used in Empire Strikes Back where he uses it to kind of look around through the Dagobah swamp. So that's kind of cool. He also has his little compartments, if you remember, that can open up and zap people. There we go. You know, his little wrench hand. Comes with these pieces as well. I'm not really sure. I guess they have to go here. Let's see, is that the right? It goes here. I believe these are like the rocket boosters, you know, when he takes off. It doesn't come with any instructions on where to place these things, so it's kind of like your best guess, really. And there's also these ones here, which I'm guessing you put in place when he's not using the booster. That's his regular mode and rocket booster mode, right? Right. I got some little details here with dirt on his treads and little wheels here so he can roll along. So that's pretty neat. His head swivels. There are also additional pieces you can take out of the top. This big one is obviously where Luke's saber should go. It's a little clunky. There's not a ton of room in there, so it just kind of stays right there. So I'm not totally sure if it's even worth it to put Luke's lightsaber in the top, but you can. So he looks a little funny with all of his stuff put on there at the same time, but you could do it if you wanted to. You rotate his head and the leg, that third leg comes up, and if you rotate it the other way, it goes back in. Which is pretty crazy. I wouldn't have figured that was how you activate it. So yeah, so for any rolling around the ground moves, you can just twist his head until you get that third leg there. And he'll be a great addition to the other guys. So now let's check out the last guy, the Sandtrooper. Alright, last but not least is actually number 3, the Sandtrooper. I thought this one was really cool because he's got a lot of details. He's obviously from A New Hope. He seems to come with a lot of stuff. He's also got a backpack, so let's check him out. So he's got a lot of cool items. He has a really long sniper rifle. He's got his backpack with all his gear. He comes already equipped with several guns, so he's pretty heavily outfitted compared to the rest of the characters. And he seems to have the most paint detail. Here's his sniper rifle. Here's his backpack with all those little doodads. Who knows? It almost looks like a Ghostbusters pack, kind of. There's a little strap on there to probably keep it attached to him with this little nub here. One thing I don't like on these figures is how encased they are in their plastic. So you almost vaguely worry about breaking them when you're opening them out. Okay, here is the Sandtrooper. So it comes with a little gun here. It's a little more like a kind of a shotgun of sorts that he can sling over his shoulder, which is neat. This is kind of a soft-ish plastic. And you got the Sandtrooper himself. So he's got this little, this actually seems like it could be a removable pad if you wanted to take his hat off, or his helmet off. You could probably remove this and turn him into just a regular dirty stormtrooper. But why would you want to do that? He's got his same kind of joints as the other guys. Ankle. He has a wow. Out of all of them, he seems to have the most, like the loosest torso. You can do a lot of movement with him, which is amazing to me. I would have figured that Luke would be more flexible, but the Sandtrooper, I keep wanting to say Snowtrooper. The Sandtrooper is actually potentially the most flexible for his poses. He's got some wrist movement. Oh, let's see. Yeah, he's got, this is like a soft plastic shoulder here, so it does kind of restrict his shoulder movement. That's the only bad thing. Pretty awesome. I probably like the Snowtrooper, god damn it, Sandtrooper, the most out of all these characters. But R2 is a close second, except for that weird oily shit that was on his head. Not sure where. Okay, so there's a little thing here that it clearly is supposed to attach to. If I can get it in there. It goes over his side. What the hell? Let's sling this over his side too, just for variety. It looks pretty good. He has a lot of accessories. I would almost go so far as to say I probably like him the best out of this 4-pack. So overall, I'd say I'm really pleased with these. They're a decent price point, good quality, and they're a nice kind of entryway for anybody who wants a better quality figure but doesn't want to pay a ton of money. As I said before, they'll run you about 20 bucks a piece. Time to add these to my collection. I'll have some more of these next time for you guys to check out. In the meantime, thanks for watching.